I just had such a great conversation with one of my clients who is planning one of their next launches. And we covered so many things, but it made me kind of just reminded me of how much gratitude I have that I really get to work and stay focused on working with mission based businesses. The people that I tend to work with are so purpose driven and have such a desire to shift the lives of the people that they engage with. And it's always a pleasure to engage with their marketing because they're like firing in a thousand different ways, thinking of all the different ways that they can bring support to literally everyone. In terms of advertising and marketing, we actually covered a lot of different things. So today we touched on a lot of things. We touched on setting up their advertising campaigns for their launch in terms of what phases they're in. This went pretty quickly because this is pretty dialed in, right? We have processes that we use so that we don't have to spend that much time talking through the details, except confirming, right? One of the main things that we were confirming was um, prices that they felt really good about and things that they could do differently because as a business they're very successful right out the gate, but they're still quite new, so they're having questions that they want answered about is this a good way to put a pricing structure out there? What do you think of this pricing structure? In this case we talked about tiered pricing and early birds, and they also want to add scholarships on, which is a beautiful thing to even want to do for their people. And then uh, fast forwarding ahead a little bit, looking at their phase two, their sales event, where their sales offer itself, where for that sales offer, what was going to come afterwards. And I talk a lot with all of my clients about lifetime value. And lifetime value is so much about how are you making additional offers to people so that you can and are able to bring more value to them, but even more, have even more value brought into the business accordingly. So we brainstormed based on the assets that they have and what is available for them, what would be the best upsells and downsells, for example, and what to do with all the other things that are related that they have for assets for this specific launch effectively. They could not be doing better work, right? If I had to boil down without sharing what their business actually fully does, they're really in the business of helping people fully express themselves and through very difficult times. Is that not the most amazing thing to really support people and get them to the next level where they can not feel so constricted, overcome, and completely overwhelmed? It's really beautiful stuff. So, purpose driven clients. We work with them in a thousand different ways. We do a lot of different planning and strategizing with them. We make their ads sing and we figure out all the different things we can do with their ads. But at the end of the day, it's all because it's relationship based. They want to have stronger relationships with their buyers. They want to find out more, know more. They want to find more people like those people so that they can expand quite naturally. It's very, very holistic. It's not a separate, complex, just check some things off type of thing. It's very much about connecting more, which allows the audience of buyers and leads to share more of their content, for them to get more partners to get the word out about what they do, and for them to bring even more value to people. And also, at the same time, of course, effortlessly bring a lot more revenue and returns and value back into the business. It's got to be something cyclical that lets this all be really holistic. So much is outgoing value, but they provide so much of that value and then they get that back so well. So, the real sense here is this how you work currently with your team? But even more so, is there a way that you can focus on letting your natural, purpose driven role in your business drive more of your marketing? Can the way you are mission based drive more of your marketing? And of course, at the end of the day, advertising is really easy when your marketing is easy, right? Advertising is always the easiest last step of really good marketing, right? So with them, I'm helping them with so much of their marketing, and their advertising becomes a real piece of cake because of it. So let's see if we can do just as much for you or the same thing for you, or see how some basic shifts can start to shift your results. But purpose driven, mission based businesses, passion behind a business, passion for an audience, it's intoxicating. I'll see you next time.